How you doing tonight? Now, welcome to Let's Talk Jaws Live. Michael's coming soon. How you doing? Where my friends at? Where my friends at? This is Jaws Super Fans Part 2. Where my friends at? Where my friends at? Hi Donna, how are you? How you guys doing? Hi Kelly. Hi Donna. So if you're just joining us, Michael will be here shortly. He's running a little late. And we are going to have some fun tonight. Yeah, kiddies? Yeah. It's Thursday night. Hi, Nate. How are you? I'm good. Nice to see you. Howdy, Donna. Howdy, Kelly. You got to love that anchor jacket, right? So I got this shirt that's sort of like his jacket. It's all anchors. It's really cute. It's like a blue button-down shirt. I got to show it. I don't think I wore. I think I wore it on the show. I wasn't sure if I did or not. Hi. Michael's going to be here soon. He's running late. We have our second part of our interviews with Jaws Superfans Part 2. And we're going to go live tonight. Hi, Jane. How are you? And we are actually, while I'm waiting for Michael, I'm going to bring up a really big fan. You guys probably know him. All the community, Jaws community knows everybody. So we're going to send him the link right now. And hang on, Robert. So what you guys up to? Any news? Any news this week from you guys? Did y'all have a good week? Or was it boring? Or was it fun? Or was it sad? Or was it? Mine was okay, I guess. Okay. So weird not having Michael there. I don't like it. Hold on, Robert. It's coming, okay, buddy? Okay. Yay. Okay. I want the anchor jacket throw pillow. One of the fans had it. Oh yeah. That was Nate? Oh, wait, who was that? Jamie Saunders? No, that was Dana Goodrow. Dana Goodrow and his wife Marge. They had the downstairs pillow. Yeah, that one's cool. Hi Victor, how are you? Hi Annabelle, thanks for coming on. Hey, good evening. 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 Your week is going okay. Getting vaccinated this week. I have not got vaccinated yet. You're boring as hell this week. No waterworks this week, please, Jade. That was quite endearing, though, I have to say. All right. Well, I sent that link to you, Robert, if you're on, and he should be coming on. Again, we're talking this week on Let's Talk Jaws. This is interview with Jaws Super Fans Part 2. And we're going to have a special guest later on. He's running late. He's got things going on, too. Everybody's busy. So, hi, Victor. You're the best. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Well, I think Robert's here. Yes, he is. He's below me. I'm going to bring him up. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Super Jaws fan, Robert. Is it McGinn? McGinn. Robert McGinn. And here he comes right now.
So good to be talking face to face.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
You're doing good? Where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in, I'm not going to give my precise location, but let's just say let's just say I live in the Moray area of Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. Oh, okay. All right. Well, wait. Oh no, Connor's from Ireland. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Don't
The
get
reason
mixed
I've
up.
got the reason I've only got one earbud in is because I'm trying to be as quiet as possible so as not to disturb my mom and the dogs.
I could listen to your accent like all day. I love it. I
Thank you
love
so
it.
much.
And
Thank
you're a
you
Back to
so
the
much.
Future fan. I love how you tag me on your Back to the Future post. Hey, look what I got on. I got my
Sweet.
Marty McFly vest.
That is awesome.
It's not like his, but almost like his. But I love it. But okay, so Michael's going to join us soon, and I'm so glad you came on because last week it was just like crazy. But all
Yeah.
right, so how old were you when you first saw the movie? That's what we want to know.
Okay, so when I first saw Jaws, I'm trying to remember. I think I was either 11 or 12, give or take. I actually remember this must have been around Christmas of 2012. Because I won't go too much into it for obvious reasons, but that was the year my parents sadly got divorced. But my dad was just back here just before Christmas. And we were in a few talks about whether I should finally start getting into horror films because
you love them.
Yeah, even as a kid, I was always kind of an eccentric horror fan. But of course,
Really young.
I obviously knew that I couldn't watch them because obviously my parents wouldn't approve.
Wait a minute. What was your first horror movie you saw?
Fittingly, it was Jaws.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's a good movie to see.
Yeah,
That's the best.
yeah, it definitely was. I mean, I much would have preferred if something like Psycho was my favorite horror film. Well, thank you very much, Victor.
Victor's awesome. He's so nice. Yep. Kelly says hi, Robert.
Yeah, hi,
Nate
Kelly.
Jones. Nate Jones. He was
I'm
on
just
last week.
Yeah, I'm actually just getting up quickly because, whoops, got to be careful about these box sets.
Did you drop the popcorn, Robert? That's what Victor wants to know. Kelly.
What? I didn't actually drop the popcorn there. But sorry, just looking through my DVD stack. I actually.
Oh my God, Victor! I don't even know if he's gonna know who they are. Robert wants to know if your mom was a Bay City. SATURDAY. SATURDAY.
Well, sadly, Victor, no is the answer. My mom wasn't actually into sports stuff. In fact, my dad isn't really much of a sports person either. Well, I think he is, but he actually
No, it's Bay City Rollers is a band. They were like a what were they, Victor? Like kind of like the Partridge Family, or like sort of like that kind of a, right? They were like kind of like David Cassidy era, like 70s kind of pop music. You're thinking yeah, it's not football. It's a band, and you're way too young to know that. And maybe your mom is way too young too. I feel old now.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually at some point later on my Facebook profile going to be posting a list of all the musical acts that I have really loved over my life. But what I wanted to get to first and foremost is, since I mentioned that Psycho is my preferred first horror film I would have watched, I actually have two versions of the film on Blu-ray.
Nice.
This obviously was the very first version I got, if I can name it at the camera correctly.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Classic director. He's all time.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes, he was.
I must have bought that. God, I don't know, when I was about. Hi, Jane. I must have bought it when I was.
I thought you were going to say when I was a wee lad.
13. Yeah, I must have bought it when I was 13, and yeah, very impressed by the film. I mean, even today, 61 years later, it still is a gem.
Classic.
But just this year for Christmas, actually, and this actually proved to be one of the many prides of my Christmas list. I got the 60th anniversary edition, and this isn't just Blu-ray, but it is a steelbook.
Look at you! All the Hitchcock fans would be loving this right now.
Yeah, So I have it on, I think it's 4K Ultra HD, and I also have it on Blu-ray.
Wow.
And
Wow.
also, this is the first time the film has ever been released completely uncut in the United Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not, I think for many years the only country that actually had full access to the uncut version of Psycho was Germany.
Germany always gets like the original cuts and let them go, and then we see them like.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that? I never saw that movie Martyrs, and I won't. I saw the remake, but I didn't see the original one, and that's like probably one of the top three like disturbing like horror movies, which is crazy.
Nah,
But
I didn't see Martyrs.
but anyways, okay. Okay. So I want to ask you, what's your favorite line in the movie? I know you have many of them, but what is
Favorite
your
line in
favorite?
Jaws?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think there are three favorite lines, each coming from our main leads. One is obviously from Chief Martin Brody, which is, of course, his infamous "You're gonna need a bigger boat" one-liner.
Yeah, the classic liner. Yep.
I actually don't think that I laughed at that first, but I finally got the humor of it. Another one that I really liked was, of course, from Quent. I can't. For such a fan, I'm terrible at sometimes when it comes
That's
to
okay. Don't
directing
worry
movies.
about it. Yeah.
Sadly, no, Victor. I don't have any Jaws items. The only things I've really got are Blu-ray DVDs. I'll show those later, but I was gonna say quickly that my favorite line from Quint was, of course, the whole thing to do with Hooper going into the cage in the water while the shark
Yeah.
was in the water.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
probably
Yeah.
butchered the quote, but that's a good summary.
Farewell, you do, oh fist finish lady.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you, some kind of half-ass astronaut?
Oh yeah, I love that one as well. That was a great one.
Hooper was like the funniest in that.
Yeah, and speaking of him, I would have to say my favorite quote from him was, I think it was actually when he was, I think it was either when he was chatting with Ellen Brody about his little encounter with a
Drowning?
Thrasher
Oh yeah, okay.
as a 12-year-old, or it was the line about um, where Quent is directing him because he's steering the boat from the orca from above. And I can't remember Quent's exact order, but I can't do Richard Dreyfuss justice, but of course I just love the line. Oh, Victor, yeah, I have to admit, she actually does a little bit.
Robert. Victor.
Sorry. I have to admit that gosh, who was the actress who played Tina in the second film? My name will probably come back to me.
Oh, yeah.
Anne Dunsbury.
Ann Dusenberry, yeah.
And Dusenberry, yeah, it was
Swim,
very
Eddie,
close.
swim! Swim, Eddie, swim!
Yeah, I actually thought that she was more akin to your looks. Okay.
It's the lighting. Thank you, guys. That's enough. Anyways, back to you. So, all right.
Victor.
All right. So, how
visit the
old are
Memorial
you? Do you
Walk.
mind me asking? How old are you?
I'm actually 20 at the moment.
Yeah, you're very young, and I love Jaws. I love young Jaws fans. I think it's so awesome. And I love the fact, Robert, that you're very educated in film and that you love Hitchcock, because Hitchcock is classic. I mean, phenomenal. Your taste is impeccable. I am like very, very impressed with your taste.
Yeah. And I will quickly say, before I carry on with my Jaws talk, I will say that I do also have Psycho 2 on Blu-ray. I actually, not only do I love this film, but in some respects, I actually think it's better than the first film. I mean,
we should have called it let's talk Psycho tonight instead of let's talk Jaws.
And of
Psycho
course,
tonight.
And of course, I also have another classic of Hitchcock's, which is
The Birds.
The Birds.
Yeah, The Birds with Chippy Hendren, Melanie Griffith's mom.
Yep. And before I carry on with Jaws, I will quickly showcase my Universal collection because we obviously, us Jaws fans, do love Universal Studios most of the time anyway.
Yes, we
Um,
do.
um, I don't obviously have the time to get all my Universal DVDs,
That's
but I can show
okay.
you
No, we
the.
want to hear more about like so your love of Jaws. You're on most of the Jaws pages, and you're also a Back to the Future fan, a really big one
Yeah,
too.
I will quickly, if it's okay, I'll quickly showcase. For some reason, I got Baby Mama with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. No idea why. I
What?
just did. Um, when I was really a fan of it, I also got E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Yes, phone home.
Yeah.
E.T. phone home.
Also, I think it was either this Christmas or my birthday. I had managed to get
What is it?
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Great. Victor.
Thank you, Victor. I will take that advice.
Right? Thank you. We'll take that under advice,
Um,
Mr. Prince.
I also got Unfriended, which I thought was okay. It definitely better than The Purge and the Ouija, as you can see there. Because honestly, I didn't like either The Purge or Ouija. Um, but moving on to other really good stuff. I also have Apollo 13. Um, this is actually my dad's DVD originally, but he gave it to me, so I imagine he's got a newer version of it. Um, Probably the biggest in terms of length, the biggest of the collection is of course Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List.
Yes, great movie. Great
Yeah.
movie.
I also I have my all-time favorite horror film, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, that's my favorite too.
Yeah. The DVD's not in the box at the moment because I was watching it last night. I haven't actually taken it out of the player. But I have what is probably my favorite tied with Earthquake. This is probably my favorite nature-related disaster
What
film,
is that?
and that of course is Jean de Bont's Twister.
With Helen Hunt?
Yep, and the late great Bill Paxton.
Oh, yes, Bill
Such an
Paxton.
underrated film. Um, the newest film I've got, as in terms of release dates. Yay, Kelly! It's a great film.
It's the best.
Um,
It's one of my favorite. I have to
yeah,
say, it's probably the
absolutely
best
love it.
special effects film to this day. It can. I mean, you can have somebody younger watch it, and you're like, wow, like there's no CGI in that at all. You know.
I will say I do have it in a Universal monster film collection, but I do obviously have the original Invisible Man by H.G. Wells, and I also actually have the new version of the Invisible Man with
Oh yeah, that was good. That was
Liz
good.
Moss, and of course one of the biggest prides is of course the Back to the Future trilogy. I think this is the
Yay!
35th anniversary edition.
That's heavy.
Yep.
That's heavy.
Great fold out 1, 2, 3 and a bonus disc. And of course, for the purposes of this live stream, probably the pride of the collection, the first 3 Jaws films.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking Jaws here. Roberts
Yep.
Films and Jaws. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, I actually think it was for Christmas that I got this copy of Jaws back in 2012. And of course, I absolutely enjoyed the heck out of it.
Okay, so Robert, wait a minute, hold on. So Robert,
Yes.
was Universal a big inspiration for you? Jane asks.
Yeah, Universal are one of my big favorites. Sure, they have produced some films that I'm not too keen on, but when they produce films I do like, then they are on top. I'm also a huge fan of stuff like Warner Brothers and Paramount, and of course, good old 20th Century Studios.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk more Jaws here. Let's talk more Jaws. Do you own any sweatshirts or apparel or anything with Jaws logos on it at all? Or
unfortunately, no. But if I do, I'll probably try my best to start collecting more Jaws merchandise.
And if you don't, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter if you can be the big Jaws fan and not have everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. But you're very diverse in your selections of film, which I love. That's really
Yeah.
amazing yeah, really do. Who is your favorite director, may I ask?
Oh gosh. So many great directors I can name of. Obviously Sir Alfred Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
Let's see. I assume that's Mike coughing, if I'm right.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I heard someone coughing.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, no, you heard that in the background? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
Sorry, it was just I couldn't see anyone else.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So what were you saying about? You were saying that we're talking about directors, and you said
So I love Hitchcock and Spielberg. I also really love David Lynch.
Oh yes, great one, yeah.
Love Eraserhead, love The Elephant Man, just such a good director.
Yeah.
I also really love Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, our favorite. Speaking of that, now hold on. I've got another big Jaws fan, and he's going to come on with us, and we're all going to talk together. And I think you know him. He's Keith, and he runs the Big Jaws page, and he runs like, I don't know, how many, 25 or 30 pages. But he is coming on. He's just like you. He's all about film. Hi, Keith. Say hi, Keith. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry, I look so scruffy. I haven't shaved or nothing, man.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, I'm glad you came on.
How's everybody?
What's up? Doing good.
Oh, yeah. I missed you guys.
Yeah. Oh, I missed you guys. I'm so happy you came because Michael, I'm like waiting for him. And guess what? Michael is on the dock below and he's coming up. So all four of us will be on together. But do you know Robert? Have you seen Robert? I'm sure you have. Keith, you know everybody. You know Keith, Robert?
I think I have seen Robert. How you doing, Robert?
I think I recognize Keith from the comment section.
Yeah, he's the best. Anyways, well, here's
like
my
Robert.
partner. My partner's coming up here, Michael. There you are, Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up? How are you?
Howdy, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
Yay!
So I'm Hey, Keith. Hey, Robert.
How's it going?
It's doing great.
Yeah.
I actually just wanted
to.
I also just wanted to quickly point out before we let Keith and Mike engage. I wanted to quickly say, since I've got the first 3 films on Blu-ray, one of the things that sorry, I just saw Victor's comment. It flashed for a split second.
I took it off because he does that all the time, and I'm like, no, don't. It was a 1941 comment.
Yeah. But yeah, I will
throw
quickly
that in there. He's just got to throw that in there, but
you put to sleep on that one.
I'll quickly say, since I mentioned